Good morning all. Don't worry, I haven't changed my dress code for the shed or anything like that. I thought I'd do a video this week on how I spend my week. As of doing eBay as a side hustle, how I fit my job around my side hustle, or really it should be how I fit my side hustle around my job. Yeah, so it's Monday morning. Where are we? 6:45. Okay, so I usually spend that 6:30 to 7:30 time slot up at 6, get ready, stuff like that, get down here and this part of the day I'd usually be picking orders, or doing a little bit of admin, or going for a run. Okay, I'm not working or doing this every single morning, but on a Monday morning I usually am. Okay, so I picked some orders this morning that came in yesterday, so some late weekend orders. A Nintendo Wii controller, Nintendo Wii remote. Okay, that's gone. I think that went for £8. All right, so made a bit on that. Pair of Calvin Klein jeans. Okay, nice slim fits. The women's active wear that I've put on, did a video about a couple of weeks back. That's starting to shift now. Okay, this is, I wasn't expecting this to shift quickly, as in 7 days. I was expecting it sort of like within 6 weeks, and yeah, it's starting to move now, so I'm pleased with that. And definitely over the past couple of weeks, the seasonality aspect has really kicked in. I've been selling like ankle boots, stuff like that. I had a couple of women's ankle boots on. They've just gone in the past few weeks. Jeans, you've just seen a pair of jeans, they're going. And a nice Marks and Spencer like flannel shirt as well. If there's any sort of shirt that I would suggest that you pick up, it is these sort of like country looking shirts. These usually sell quite well. Okay, yeah, that's like a pure cotton. It's like a flannel cotton as well. These sell good. Right now, so what am I going to do with these? What I will do, hang on, I'll just get them and I'll show you. Okay, so how do I send them? Or how do I wrap them, really? First thing I'll do is use this. Okay, I'll wrap the garments in this. It's, as I say, it's a clear cellophane bag. And I find that if you fold them nicely, put them into one of these, when the buyer opens it up and sees that it's properly wrapped, the chances are is that they're thinking to themselves, oh, that's nicely done. I've had quite a few comments on like nicely packaged in any feedback that I get, and I believe it's a lot down to this. It also adds to the waterproofing as well. So yeah, I usually use something like this before I wrap it in a postage bag such as this. I think these ones are 21 by 15 inches, and you can fit most things into the bag 21 by 15 inches. These ones are slightly smaller. Also, the Nintendo Wii remote, what I do is I wrap it like this, okay? And what that does is it creates a surface that I can stick the label onto after wrapping it in the postage bag. Okay, so yeah, when I've done that, what I will do then is I will write on to the postage bag what the product is and how much it weighs. So there we go, all packaged up. Can you see I've written on there M&S 288. That's the Marks and Spencer shirt, and it weighs 288 grams. There's the CK, there's the Calvin Klein jeans, and they are 551 grams. Now, why is that important? Well, when you create the labels for the postage, you can put how much they weigh into the label. And I always do that because then I look for the number on the ticket after I've printed it out, and I can match it to the parcel. And so far, was it? I've sold now, or I've posted. eBay is saying that I've posted about 1,500 parcels, and I've got it wrong on one occasion. On just one occasion, I got the labels the wrong way round. And what I had to do was contact the people that had bought them, get them to send it back, refund them everything, and then just send them out properly. Yeah, so, you know, 99.9% of the time that system has worked. Posting them this morning, because they're all, the widest one I've got is this one. Okay, these are the Calvin Klein jeans. That will fit into a wide slot post box easily. Okay, so this morning, there's one very, very close to me. So this morning, I'm just going to go past my post box out after I've put the labels in these. I'm going to send them Royal Mail. I usually do send them Royal Mail purely because it's easier. I know it costs a little bit more. I know it does. And I do think to myself sometimes, maybe I should use the Every system or the Yodel system. I've got some places where I can drop them off as well. But for sort of like just for ease, I can just go past the post box and just put them in. And there's also close to where I work for like the bigger parcels like shoes, there's an industrial estate, and on that industrial estate there's a drop box, and I can just put the things into that drop box and it works. It works for me. So yeah, I'm paying probably about 20 pence more a parcel, but in terms of ease of use for me, I'm okay with that. There. So I'm going to get these parcels into the house now, print out the labels and post them. So next time you see me will probably be now tonight, and I'm going to show you what I would normally do on a Monday evening. See you then. Monday evening. There, I'm out me threads. This is nice. This is more me, more comfortable. Great. Anyway, yeah, so this is, as I say, this is my side hustle. And I suppose, in a way, it's my hobby as well. Some people, you know, I play a lot of golf too. Some people, when they get in from work, they just like to just crash for the night. Yeah, you know, I have my downtime, come in, have a cup of tea, watch a bit of telly. But between the hours of 7 and 9, you usually find me either doing this or doing stuff for my, let's call it my non-side hustle, my actual job. But I try and keep a Monday night free, okay? And it's Monday night now, all right? Now, to me, Monday night is measuring night. And what I mean by that is, if I have some garments that I'm putting on for the week, what I normally do is I'll write down everything that I'm putting on for the week into my book, okay? This book here is basically full of weekly lists, okay? Everything that I'm putting in for the week, my calculations for the quick sellers, notes for videos as well. You've got to have a book, I think, that actually everything can be written down into. Yeah, I've got my spreadsheets that I maintain as well, but this is hugely beneficial, okay? Because what I'm going to do now is every single piece of clothing that is on this list, I am now going to measure, okay? How do I measure? Well, you get a tape measure, obviously, but my tape measure is just here. Now, with shirts and t-shirts, I give 2 measurements, one being pit to pit, okay, and then top to bottom, okay, the top being from the base of the collar, because if you think about it, if you've got like a polo shirt and a t-shirt, if you go from the base of the collar, it's the same on both, okay? There's no point in going on from the top of the collar on a polo shirt and the base of the collar on a t-shirt, okay? That's no good. All right, you need the measurements to be consistent. So for like t-shirts and jumpers, that's what I would give for that. For trousers, I basically I do the measurement across the waist, I do the measurement of the inside leg, That's from like the stitching in the middle of the crotch area down to the ankle. And then also, and this one's quite important actually, because I do get, before I didn't give this measurement and I was asked quite a lot about it. Okay, I give the opening of the trouser at the foot. Okay, so where your foot, the hole that your foot goes through, the hole that your foot comes out of, I'll also give that measurement too. So there's 3 measurements on the trousers. I feel that this is really important to do, okay, because it puts confidence in the buyer. And I actually put in my description, look, put a pair of trousers out that you own, that you know that fit you, and measure, okay, and see if they match my measurements. If they do match my measurements, we're pretty much rock on. We're pretty much good to go. All right, they'll fit you. And without those measurements, you wouldn't really be able to do that. You wouldn't really have the confidence to do that. Also tonight, I'm going to do today's listings, 3 listings. And I'll get that done probably between 7 and 8. I'll get that done, and then between 8 and 9, if there's any work, any school work that needs doing, I'll do that then. I try with my teaching job. I try, say if I've got any marking to do, I try to mark every day to keep up with it. Okay, I'm not somebody who just leaves it. So at the end of school, I will stay behind. I'll make a few phone calls that I have to do, and also I'll keep up with marking as well. Might, assign a year group to each week and then try and get all their books marked within that. So yeah, it's important that you don't take your eye off the ball, because that is my main bread and butter. That's my main wage and my main payment. Okay, so I have to take that seriously, obviously, but this is fitting in and a bit more of a hobby. Okay, and it's a hobby that's starting to grow. As I said, I've said in previous videos, I'm 50, okay, and I'm looking to develop something now that I can do later on in life, trying to grow the business now. So starting now, I think, is the right thing to do. So we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But Monday night is measuring night. So that's all my measuring done. Been listening to the Monday Night Football Club whilst being in the shed, writing down all the measurements in that book that I just showed you. And now it's a case of going in the house to the computer to get all of the listings put on. I think I'm going to do a video as well about listings. When I first started doing this, I did all my listings on my mobile phone. I was typing it in on my phone, and it suddenly then dawned on me, no, you do it on your PC, it's far quicker. And as well, copying similar listings speeds the process up massively, and having templates as well also speeds the process up massively. So I think I've halved the amount of time that it takes me to list somebody since I first started doing this. So yeah, I'm really pleased about that. I think if you look at the amount of time that each listing actually takes, I think I've now got it down to below 10 minutes for photographs, for text and everything like that, because of the templates that I use and the copying that you can do. So there will be a video about that coming up soon. I might do that next week, actually. I think I've got next week's video sorted now. Anyway, to the house now to put the listings in. When I've completed the listing, I always save it as a draft. Okay, then you take the photographs on the phone. Okay, go to the drafts on the phone, insert the photographs. Okay, and again, save it as a draft again. And then I usually then go back to the PC and then schedule all the listings as to when they're going to be listed. So yeah, that's basically by about 8:30. So I started doing all of the measuring about 7 o'clock-ish. By about 8:30, I've got a majority of the listings actually put into the computer and ready for the photographs, which is tomorrow night. So let's go to tomorrow night, shall we? Tuesday night, photo night. Good morning. Tuesday morning, back in the threads again. Just before I hit the sack last night, went on Vinted and just got a few things off there. mainly fitness related. So they'll be making my way over here, and I'll be putting them on probably in about 2 weeks' time. Just in the shed at the moment, just picking a few more orders that came through yesterday, and I'm going to go back in the house and just continue putting in some orders, some listings. I'm doing this between 6:30 and 7:30 in the morning. What is it now? 6:51. There we go. So just the hour before you go to work, just to keep on top of things. Run a greasy rag over the engines. That's the way I see it. Wednesday morning. Right. Again, it's the 6:30 till 7:30 slot. What is it? It's nearly 7:10 now. Been working out the old weekly accounts. I do this on a Wednesday morning. eBay can pay whenever you make a sale, weekly or monthly. I choose the weekly. I find it suits me the way that I like, because what I do then is the payment that they make me, I take the postage out of that, pay off the postage, and then put the rest into an ISA. So what I also do is I pay for all my postage through PayPal. All right, there's a facility where you can do it on the Royal Mail website, and I link that PayPal to an Amex card, which gives me Avios points. So it's another Avios stream as well. So little tip there. Those of you into your Avios collecting will know that it's a very, very good way of getting either a decent hotel for the weekend or getting a free flight. It's probably by far and away the best sort of like rewards program that I've ever come across. So yeah, we use that. Yeah, so last night, Tuesday night, I did some photography on some of the products that I'm putting on. I think I did 9 in all. That took me about an hour. And tonight, we'll see about tonight. I might have a night off tonight. We'll see. Okay, Wednesday evening. And I suppose what I do on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday evening in terms of looking at the eBay business is really just giving myself a bit of time just to run a rag over the engines. That's what I'm doing. If there's anything extra that I need to do, like there might be a couple of listings that I couldn't quite get done on the Monday and the Tuesday night, so I'll do those. Bit of spreadsheet maintenance regarding sales, try and keep on top of that. I suppose really you're looking at about between half an hour to an hour a night. I've just been in here just picking some orders as well. Sometimes I'll do that in the morning, sometimes I'll do it the night before, depending on what's come through. I suppose really the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday time leaves me time to react to things if there's something specific that I need to do, and it also gives me a bit of time if I need to do anything with my main job as well. All right, that's important too. Also, I'm thinking about the video that I'm going to release. I try and release 2. I do one over the week. The In, On and Gone is usually produced over the weekend. If I've got a bit of spare time over the weekend, I'll do that. Sometimes I'll start with the Gone. I'll do that on a Friday evening, depending on what we're doing for the weekend. You know, I'm not in here all weekend, that's for sure. You know, I try and fit it, I try and plan it around the time that I need to do. And if I've got to delay the release or if I've got to miss a week, then I'll do it. I'm not thinking to myself religiously that it's got to be released, but also I try to release, if I can, a video in the middle of the week as well, which is what this is. All right, this is just like a week in a reseller's week, which is what I'm showing you to show you what I get up to. But I've also got 2 more thoughts in the pipeline, one being one about eBay messaging, how I use that to my advantage, and the other one being eBay have released a video on their YouTube channel, which is worth subscribing to. They do give some good little tips all about making your listings as effective as they possibly can be in the run up to the C word period. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'll have a look at that and then apply it to resellers. Okay. So I've always got ideas in my head about what sort of videos I need to do. Some are reactive. My most successful video has been reactive because I gave my thoughts on the changes that eBay made to their systems recently, and that got a lot of views, and I gained a lot of subscribers from that as well, and the comments have been mostly positive, so I was really pleased with that. Right, so let's see what the rest of the week brings, shall we? Okay, so the weekends. Saturday, Sunday, what I normally do, what I used to do when I first started was keep Saturday, Sunday free. I just used to do it in the week and keep Saturday and Sunday free for the weekend. But what I'm finding is that as I'm getting more and more stock, and also I have reduced my listing times, the amount of time that it takes me to list. Again, that's another thing I can do a video on. Over the past 2.5 years that I've been doing this, I reckon I've halved the amount of time it takes me to list, and also, and this is really important, maintain the effectiveness and probably improve the effectiveness. But I think it's a combination of using your PC and using your phone and knowing what to put on drafts and knowing what you can copy from other listings as well. So, you know, that helps, and it helps immensely. Again, I'm always saying I'll do a video on that. I'll do a video on that. I will do a video on effective listing because I think that is certainly a subject that will help. So because I've got the time down, I can now list over the weekend and not really take up too much time. So yeah, it's actually flipped on its head. I actually list more products on the weekend now than what I do during the week. You can probably see that the week has a certain theme to it, and what I do is I front load the week in terms of my listings that I'm going to put on for that week. Mondays and Tuesdays are definitely the day that I work on those, and then I'll leave Wednesday, Thursday, Friday quite free to do other things. Yeah, so sourcing as well. Sometimes I'll source on the way home from where I work. If I have the time, I will pop into a charity shop. I did it today actually. You know, and it fits in nicely, and I find that the time of day that you go doesn't really have that much of an impact on what you actually find in the shops because they're constantly putting stuff out throughout the day. So yeah, there's nothing really that I've experienced that determines the time of day affecting what you actually find in the shop. Also over the weekend, I will sit down and I'll work out what I'm going to put into the shop in the following week and start to work on that. I'll list everything that I'm in a book first, and then, as I said, on the Monday night I'll do all the measuring, and then list on between the Monday and the Tuesday night, and then over the weekend as well. So yeah, that's basically it. I think I've covered when I do my listing. My sourcing, really, it's just there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's when I can. Sometimes in my morning work, my morning slot between 6:30, 7:30, I'll go on Vinted and have a really good look there. I'm finding with Vinted that you've got to really target, you know, and what I mean by that is type in golf clothes or type in running clothes or active clothes or a brand name, such as like Adidas, Nike, Under Armour. And yeah, sometimes it does take a bit of time to go through everything. What I'll do is you got the little heart in the corner, haven't you, of the picture, and I'll click on that heart to like it. Okay, and then when I've done about 15, I'll go back through what I've looked at and then see if it's really worth getting. That's when I'll begin to check the postage. And also, and I think this is quite important with Vinted, you can go into the person's wardrobe. Now, what that means is you can see what else they're selling. So if you can get 2 or 3 things from the same buyer that are pretty decent, you can then begin to save on postage and use the postage effectively, because otherwise you're paying,
you know, £3 just for one item, where you can pay £3 for 3 items, which makes the costings far more effective. Yeah, so that is it really. And you know, and combined with making these videos, which they don't really take that long to make. As I say, I'm talking to you now, I'm talking into the camera. I just use the Apple iMovie, the movie maker that comes with my Mac computer, my Mac laptop. And I find that if you actually sit down and look at how you put the snippets together, okay, add how you add text, that's another thing that I do, and how you add pictures, okay. And I think those 3 things are the 3 skills that you really do need to be able to put an effective video together in that. And what I do with the videos that I'm taking, I'm doing this on my phone, on my iPhone, and then I will basically use the AirDrop between the phone and the laptop to drop the video in, okay, and then I put all the videos together. Then I create a project and put all the videos together, and you'll be surprised at just how quickly you can get into the rhythm of doing it, and that actually creating a video doesn't really take that long as you keep it simple. All right, I hope you've realized by now that my videos are quite simple. There's quite a lot of me talking, but it's everything put together, and you know, there's no sort of like fancy transitions or anything like that. So yeah, that's it. That's a typical week in an eBay reseller's life. Okay, as I said, I've got my main job, and this sort of like fits around my main job. I'm looking to grow it. I really want to grow it, but I'm not rushing. It's going to take time, and I understand that, and I know that. All right, as I say, I'm 50 years old now, and this is certainly something that I could develop in time for like when I'm in my mid-50s, and then I can have a really, really good look at where my priorities lie for like the next 15-20 years after that. Because at the moment I intend to work till I'm 75, because otherwise I'll get bored senseless. We'll see what comes from that. Okay, a bit of golf as well, of course. Okay, I'm beginning to waffle, so I'll stop now. This is Smithy out. I hope you've enjoyed it. Okay, YouTube channel's going great. Okay, there's been an increase in subscribers recently that I'm really pleased with, and I'm really happy to connect with you. All right, cheers. Bye-bye.